Wars come and go, but my soldiers stay eternal.
I like that. Who said it? Jefferson? Patton?
Tupac.
What's going on, everyone? My name is Henry from Ahead of the Curve 94. Thank you so much for tuning in to another episode of The Shit Show. On today's show, we're going to talk about the 2005 hit film Triple fucking X, State of the Union. Are we ready or not? Let's go.
Shit show.
People, pardon my excitement for this one, okay? I'm just gonna let you know off rip, ASAP here. I love this fucking movie. Yes, people, I'm a fucking weirdo, which is why I created this series. Wait till next year when you hear my opinions about Batman versus Superman, okay? Just one example out of many. Unfortunately, Wikipedia does not have a plot synopsis for this movie, at least not the abbreviated version. So we're going to use the back of the DVD, which, by the way, this is one of those old Blockbuster copies, you know, with the weird casing. Smells like everyone's hands. You know, nostalgic shit right here. In this action-packed sequel to the box office smash XXX, Ice Cube stars as Darius Stone, a thrill-seeking troublemaker whose criminal record and extreme sports obsession make him the perfect candidate to be the newest XXX agent. Let me just stop it right here. That is some bullshit. This nigga does not like extreme sports. He even says that in the goddamn film. But whatever, let's continue here. He must save the US government from a deadly conspiracy led by five-star general and Secretary of Defense George Deckard, played by William Dafoe. Excuse me, Willem Dafoe. Jesus Christ, I'm really fucking it up in this intro. Only a renegade XXX agent like Stone has the extreme skills to stop Deckard's dangerous military splinter group from taking over the government in America's capital. That was a lot. This is why I prefer the abbreviated plot synopsis from Wikipedia. Fuck, I feel like this has been 5 minutes just reading the back of this box. Before we really start this review, let me just say a couple things. One of the standout elements to me as a kid, at least specifically, was the soundtrack, okay? People, I was all about this shit growing up, okay? It has that like underground industrial rap. Oh man, that's my shit. During the rewatch though, I must say, okay, that only stands true for about maybe the songs in the first third. By the time we get to the second and third acts, I'm kind of tuning out the music a little bit. What's next? Ice Cube as an action star. Okay. Yes, people, the same year that Ice Cube released Are We There Yet? He dropped this fucking gem. If you're not familiar with the movie Torque, this was probably the first movie I could think of where he started in an action movie. He's not the star in this at all. I mean, he's literally the second build on the cover, and he is not in it that much. But, you know, Ice Cube in 2005, which, frankly, I'm going to call it prime Ice Cube. Okay, yeah, this motherfucker is handsome as hell. Jesus Christ. I chuckled. I ain't gonna lie to you, okay? You telling me Craig is gonna replace Vinny D? Sir Vincent Dieselson? Not happening. Homie is hilarious in the most cheesiest way. I'm not kidding, people. All he was missing was like a black leather jacket. You know, he was chewing on some sunflower seeds in the bag or some gum. Yeah, Ice Cube would just look at you, turn his face in like that. So, this one opens on a farmland that gets invaded by Cobra or some shit. We are quickly reintroduced to Gibbs, played by Samuel Jackson. If you haven't seen the first one, don't worry. This one, it's besides some characters, aka like two, It's pretty much a standalone sequel. Just look at this shit, y'all. I mean, he's got the dual pistols, goddamn dead animal on his head. I mean, look, I'm cracking up already. This shit is horrible. And he got the nerve to talk about evacuate now. Nigga, you've been fighting for like 5 minutes. If they're still here, it's their own fault. I'm sorry, people. Gibbs is the lone survivor, the only one who makes it out, except for another returning character, Toby, aka College Boy, is what Darius will call him. Which, even for 2005, that's a fucking stupid insult. Even then? Come on, man. These two motherfuckers decide that it's time to dust off the XXX program and find a new candidate. Specifically, Gibbs wants one with attitude. More attitude than Vinny D. So in other words, people, they need a nigga with attitude. By the way, I think I used up the nigga budget in this video. I think that's the 4th time and we're super early on. So from now on, I'm going to have to restrain myself. Meet Darius Stone. Yes, he has a tough guy name. He has to, okay? There's another character later on with the last name Steele. I mean, we gotta have tough guy last names. There's just no way around it. He and Gibbs have a little one-on-one conversation while Darius is in prison. Gibbs is there on a recruitment mission, obviously, so they're going to have to break his ass out. But before that happens, we're actually introduced to the main antagonist of the film, Willem Dafoe's George Deckard, the president's right-hand man. Apparently, people, this president has a lot of major announcements at the upcoming State of the Union.
The new military bill is critical to that direction, so it's going in my State of the Union address this week.
Oh, that's why they call it that.
So, I'm gonna be real, people. I was gonna review this movie this year either way because I'm a big fan. It's been 20 years. It's poetry. With the political climate that specifically America is in, I hate to keep bringing in politics, I know, but man, there's some shit here that's just so goddamn timely. It's tough to avoid these real life things that are just really taking a toll on people like me. If I'm not mistaken, people, before we get to the prison escape scene, we're introduced to another character, Kyle Steele, played by Scott Speedman. This guy is investigating what's going on. He seems incorruptible, so he's sort of like the white knight of the movie. One thing I want to comment on, when Gibbs visits Darius Stone in prison and they set up the escape, Gibbs goes in using the name, I believe, Jonathan Cochran. Immediately, I'm thinking, okay, Gibbs is not the brightest bulb, actually. The second thing going through my mind is whoever read his name after he wrote it, the fucking alarms weren't going off in their head. Somebody get his ass. This is bullshit. It doesn't take long for us to quickly realize Ice Cube is not going to be here doing a lot of, hand-to-hand fights. Oh, no. This XXX is different. We quickly learned that Ice Cube worked on his arms and not fight choreography. This is a far cry from fucking John Wick.
I'm gonna really miss you boys.
What?
And also, after this dumbass prison escape, which I love, by the way, after that, homie just wants, he wants to go to a diner, order some burgers, some fries, and some milkshakes. Okay. Was Vin Diesel too much for you? Are you not a snowboarder who wants to parachute off the back of a fucking mountain? I don't know. God damn it. Quite simply, this is the modern action hero that I can relate to, okay? Is Vinny D doing too much for you in 1 and 3? Yes, for me, way too goddamn much. I can relate to this motherfucker right here. He just want to eat. No 6-pack or anything. Fuck all that working out shit. Now that he's fed, he's kind of happy. He scratched some itches, so to speak. He goes to his old buddy at the chop shop. Exhibit. Yes, motherfucker. Yes, this came out around the time Pimp My Ride was a thing. It would have been hilarious if they would have put some of those like cars in that garage that he owns. I would have pissed myself, okay, if I saw that. But instead, it's just, you know, the most illegal, cool looking chop shop in the goddamn city. I'm not kidding. Everyone's either sexy or badass. Just raw dogging tools and shit. I don't know what they do at chop shops. I'm not mechanical, okay? I cook, I cut, I prep, okay? I don't know shit about cars. These people look like they are paid to look cool, which is, you know, if you saw the third one, there's a fucking reference to that one. It turns out though, people, Darius is not actually here for Exhibit's character. He's actually here to meet up with Lo, which, if I'm not mistaken, is short for Lola, played by Nona Gay. And let me tell you, these two, oh, they have history. And they don't have any problem talking about it no matter who's around. Honestly though, people, I gotta give her props. So this character is cool, calm, and collected. She never really raises her voice. But I bet you if she did, everyone's gonna fucking listen and stop what they're doing. She's kind of like a cool ass Bond femme fatale, which I hate that fucking term. I know it's stupid. Still a thing though, okay? It happened. Alright, people. Time for a raid. Now we go back to that base that we started in the intro. This time it's Darius's turn. He has to run in, grab some hard drive, some data, whatever the fuck. Who cares?
There is something.
He has to retrieve that and get the fuck out before he gets caught or killed. I'm gonna be real, folks. I had fun with this part too. We get a short, fun, non-lethal gunfight, which ends up in this goddamn insane boat chase. It makes no sense. But hey, it's XXX2, baby. We're here. We gotta do this shit. Ooh, but I would be remiss, people, if I didn't mention at one point Cube gets to do his trademark fence jump. If you don't know what I'm talking about, watch some of his older movies from around this era. I could tell you for sure we get one in next Friday, Friday after next, all about the Benjamins. I don't know what it is, but in this era, Ice Cube was so proud of how he jumps over a goddamn fence. And you know what? I mentioned earlier that this was a non-lethal gunfight. For someone not trying to kill the good guys, he comes goddamn close so many times. He almost blows some people up, and he almost crushes them with a boat. He makes his badass escape without looking at this huge goddamn apocalyptic explosion that he just caused. You know, he's got to walk slow and, you know, tough, get that grin on his face. Sure, no regard for human life, just look cool. After that, Speedman, he gets a debrief on Darius Stone and Deckard's previous history before the prison stint. Samuel Jackson goes home. Of course, this man is wanted, by the way. They're fully aware that this man has something to do with Darius, so stupid move, but he goes home to retrieve some important information regarding his old unit because apparently his old unit's being hunted. He ends up getting his ass murked by Willem Dafoe and his goon. Honestly, people, we needed more scenes with these two, okay? They are like the best actors in the movie, and we kind of got robbed, if I'm being honest. And while we're on that subject, also, it feels weird seeing Sam Jackson with hair this late into his career. I can't unsee it. It's like it's a horrible like toupee that's everywhere. It always cracks me up to see it. I'm sorry, people. As a baldy myself who always has to wear a fucking hat or a do-rag in videos, I get it. I miss my hair too, man. But that ain't it, brother. It happens to be the same year he did Coach Carter, which I should have pulled out for this goddamn review. I have it Somewhere in my stash. That's a movie I wanted to cover this year as well. We'll see. I might not get to it. This is only about 30 minutes in, by the way. So, Sam Jackson gets murked. Everyone's sad at the funeral. Darius is scoping out, trying to see who's all there. He is piecing together this fucking conspiracy. Slowly but surely. This is where we're introduced to a new character named Charlie, played by Sonny Mabry. Now, he's doing this in the middle of this high-end restaurant where even he admits they won't be looking for him in a place like this. But, speaking of which, now this is a 2000s action movie with a black lead. The producers behind this would be damned before they get a chance to get ignorant. And Darius is more than willing to play the goddamn role. Sometimes you gotta be who they want you to be. It's just a fact, okay?
If there was some way we could attract, some upstanding African Americans like yourself, you got any advice for us?
Now you see now, you done fucked up, you know that, don't you?
Well, Dick, perhaps you can tell your members to stop buying country music, stop burning crosses, and stop shooting black folks.
Yeah, people, it's full of black foolishness. But homie played it up, and I'm here for a laugh. Charlie, by the way, she's down for the cause. Wink. She's definitely giving him the eyes. I mean, like I mentioned earlier, this is peak Ice Cube we're talking about. Now, we're at a point where Darius gets to go full James Bond. Yes, people, he's a spy. It's only right that he gets the girl, the tux. Oh, wait. This is an action movie in the mid-2000s. Hell no, we can't have that shit. This motherfucker has to work the event to blend in. Whereas James Bond is a goddamn guest of honor. I mean, he's also at one point carrying drinks around. He's kind of eavesdrop on Willem Dafoe's character. He's risking it all right now. I gotta be honest with you. This was not super smart. I mean, just one peek over, and that's it. That's your ass, dude. Luckily, he's able to skirt by. He and Charlie goes to her nice ass house. Homie was about to tap that ass. But it's all just a setup, people. God damn it, Charlie. Thought you were one of the good ones. And yes, I'm aware how racist that sounds, okay? He sees a random ass loaded pistol on the ground. You got a dead white guy next to a bed or some shit. Like, oh, homie, you got some real problems here. This ain't good. Now, the whole place is goddamn surrounded by SWAT. Luckily, Kyle still shows up. And you know what? This character, I gotta give him some props. He says, fuck this waiting shit. I'm gonna go in unarmed, talk to him. I'm gonna get to the bottom of this shit. Which, we need more people like you, Kyle. God damn it. Still is also listening to everything Ice Cube has to say. He's giving them a fair chance.
If you run, you look guilty. Brother, I was born looking guilty.
And Ice Cube drops a fucking bomb on him regarding Willem Dafoe's character. This is planting a seed for later when inevitably this man joins Ice Cube's side. And, of course, okay, yeah, we're getting there, okay, goddammit. Wait, don't get ahead of me. Overall, though, this is a fun scene with these two characters. Unfortunately, it's sponsored by banquet TV dinners and pot pies. Yeah, alright, so that's what we're doing here. Okay, every movie has a sellout moment. I get it. Homie is nuking so much shit in the microwave. Yes, he likes to eat. We established that. In fact, though, this is actually a smart move because apparently the SWAT team's looking for his heat signature. Now we're talking. Okay, so they walk in, they think they have him cornered, and then boom, surprise, bitch. Knocks one of them out, takes his gear, walks out the front door, steals a random Fed car, and that's just it. Oh my God, people. I was not kidding earlier when I told you. Ice Cube ain't gonna be doing a lot of fighting, okay? We'll get one in the beginning and then one at the end. People, I couldn't be mad at you if you said this shit is lazy. It is, no doubt in my mind. Things are starting to look up though. You know, Darius and Lo, they have a little moment where they start to rekindle. Unfortunately, College Boy walks in, he cock blocks him. But hey, you know what? Hey, you know, we'll finish this up later. Don't worry. You know he just got out of jail. So, you know, he's looking at her like, I'ma turn you loose. She's like, okay, what does that mean? And he's like, loose. He done dried up the pussy. Sure, my boy got cock blocked, but College Boy has a mission. So, you know what? Next scene, we cut to Ice Cube in scuba gear, or as I prefer to call him, Ice Scuba. Yeah. No one's laughing? Okay. This is where we find out a huge twist. Samuel Jackson is alive. Yeah, okay. Whenever someone dies off screen, I just can't trust it. And, you know, in some cases, even when you see them die, still nothing. Once again, Darius tries to recruit Steel, but Steel isn't ready for that shit. And get this, people, that night, Defoe comes in wanting to talk to Steel, and he's using a bunch of thinly veiled threats. You know, it puts Steel on ease, and that was just enough to tip his ass over. So, he goes to the chop shop, meets up with the crew, and like Fast and the Furious, he's one of the family now. Avengers assemble. This leads to an all-out raid on the streets of Washington, D.C., where a bunch of hoodlums and thugs, people that aren't normally welcome to this part of town, they just fucking take over the streets here. Just driving through buildings and shit, just once again no regard for human life. And I guess they just knew that these buildings are cleared because fuck it.
I don't mean to be a backseat driver or anything, but isn't that a dead end?
There's no such thing as a dead end.
All gas, no brakes, bitch. College Boy tries his best to get crunk, which is the most cringiest shit ever. These motherfuckers hijack a goddamn tank. Man, there's so much happening, people. I'm having a goddamn ball just talking about it.
Welcome to the first tank jacking in history.
Of course, it makes no goddamn sense. They would have been blown up to a million puddles and pieces. The moment they entered a sniper scope, that'd have been it. But this is a goddamn movie. Let's have some fun. All this shit is happening while the president gives his State of the Union speech live on TV, which, once again, in real life, if these people are raiding the streets like that, this speech ain't happening. Not right now, goddammit. Motherfuckers in a bunker somewhere. Madness ensues, people. And can you believe all these horrible things happen in a sacred building such as the Capitol building in America? Oh, can you believe that shit, people? See this? Look over there.
Good shooting.
Navy SEALs, high scores, Coronado.
Please, I got a high score.
But I beat him in 96. What, you don't read the newsletter?
Gibbs ends up shooting Charlie. All this is happening while Defoe is the president hostage aboard his presidential bullet train. Yeah, we're not fucking done here. We gotta ramp this shit up even more. How the hell is Darius gonna catch up to a bullet train? Y'all hear that? Lowe comes in with a goddamn supercar just at his disposal. I'm not kidding, people. This thing is damn near unstoppable. Even when the wheels falls off, this bitch said, okay, I got rims still. What now? Sure, this whole section is filled with horrible green screens, but hey, I'm still having a ball. So now we have Gibbs flying the helicopter. He has Toby, College Boy, and Steel in the helicopter. Steel decides he needs to rappel down, grab the president from Willem Dafoe's hands, and save the day. They figure if Darius can keep Willem Dafoe busy, Steele can get the president, and it's win-win. And you know what, people? The entire time we've been building up to this confrontation between Willem Dafoe and Ice Cube, we finally get it, and it's all of like 1 minute tops. Cube once again said, fuck choreography, I'ma just jump. You might be asking yourself, what the fuck am I talking about? Okay, after the president's been retrieved by Steele, there's no reason to stay on this train. The train itself is going over this huge bridge, over a huge body of water. Darius jumps out from this huge height. Gibbs blows up the goddamn train with Deckard in it. Toodles Willem Dafoe. And somehow Darius survives this insane jump from a bridge. Like, sure, he used a grenade launcher to cushion the fall a little bit, but I don't know about that one, y'all. Of course, we want to end this one on a good note. All the good people are alive and well. Kyle gets a promotion, which is broadcast live on TV. Homie gets a promotion, while the black folks, they get nothing. Not a goddamn thing. Ain't that some bullshit? And the president has the nerve to quote Tupac, which he got from Samuel Jackson, who got it from Ice Cube, who originally got it from Tupac. Oh, man. I'm sorry, I'm spazzing out over here, people. Lo and Darius rekindle finally. He heads out, she tosses him the keys to this dope-ass Mustang, and then we set up the continued adventures of XXX. Specifically, Darius Stone. I just can't wait to see what kind of shenanigans this character gets into. Psych, bitch, they dumped his ass before the credits could even roll, okay? I feel like this might have been in reshoots and maybe toward the end where they're like, all right, this one, it ain't gonna get much traction, so let's shoot this other scene where we're talking about recruiting another XXX. Bullshit, people, don't try that. Nope, I was dumb back then, and well, I'm still kind of dumb now, but I'm less dumb, goddammit. And fucking 12 years later, after nothing came about when this released, they bring back fucking Vinny Diesel as the XXX, okay? And of course they gave up, even with the goddamn title of that movie. XXX, The Return of Xander Cage. Vin Diesel sucks his own dick so much, man. He doesn't need a partner at all. Why the fuck is a 50-year-old Vin Diesel snowboarding in a tropical setting down the streets of some... I can't wrap my mind around it. Okay, people, let's get to the goddamn ratings at this point. Let's just be real. This is the shit show. There are 2 rating scales. Flat out, I'm just gonna tell you, this one is a high class fuckery. This is a good, bad movie, okay? Can't you tell by my energy? With that being said, on the regular scale, add it to the collection, no doubt. I literally have technically 2 copies of this movie. And no, I didn't buy this specifically for another copy of XXX. It came with Anaconda and Ghost of Mars, which are all future shit show episodes. Specifically, Ghost of Mars, I believe, we'll do next year. If I'm not mistaken, Anaconda we'll do in 2027. So, if you're a fan of bad movies, I urge you, I implore you, hit that subscribe button, leave a comment, tell me what I should review next. There's so many things we got planned for just this year alone. So, if any of that interests you, please do all the YouTube algorithm things that helps my channel get seen by other people. As of this recording, I believe I only have 421 subs. Look, people, we've been doing this for almost 3 years. I ain't gonna lie. I thought it would have been a little easier than this. But I am thankful for each and every one of you. So I think that's all I need to say, people. Thank you once again. My name's Henry from Ahead of the Curve 94. And I'm signing out, y'all. Hey, it's me again, the guy from the thing you just watched. Feel free to check out one of the two videos on your screen currently speaking. You can't go wrong with either or. Thank you so much. This time it's for real. Deuces.